we will conclude our Good Friday remembrance with a gift I received over 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I was a student pastor at the Dickerson United Methodist Church. And following one of the Good Friday services, someone came to me following the service and handed me something. Still to this day, I do not know nor remember who that was. I know that he was not a member of the church nor a churchgoer. But after that service, he came up to me and he handed me a cassette tape. Now that was modern technology back then, let me tell you. He handed me this cassette tape and said, "Pastor, I hope this blesses your ministry over the years." What you're about to listen to is entitled "The Sounds of the Crucifixion." It was put together by this unknown man. I have used this at least once in each of the previous 3 churches that I have served. The last time I shared this, I was the pastor at the First United Methodist Church of Fulton. Following the Good Friday service, a young woman came to me in tears and asked if she could borrow that cassette tape. I had never let that cassette tape out of my sight. I grudgingly allowed her to take it, but asked to have it back the following Sunday after Easter. That following Sunday, I was in the chancel area getting ready for worship, and I saw her entering the sanctuary very shaken and sheepy. And the closer that she got to me, I saw that she had a Ziploc bag with something inside of it. And the closer she came, the louder she was crying. She finally made her way up to the chancel area where I was, and I suddenly knew the reason for her grief. You see, her toddler found that cassette tape and did what toddlers do to cassette tapes. And there it was in that Ziploc bag, destroyed. This brings me to this Good Friday. I began planning this service in February. And I was in my office trying to just look through songs or anything that would enhance this time of worship. And I came across something I didn't even know I had. Evidently, my technology team in my previous church made a CD recording of that cassette tape that I never knew I had. This is what you will hear tonight. This is the sounds of the crucifixion. Now, I will say that in some of these places and spaces, please understand that this is a 30-year-old recording. There are pieces and places where it may be a bit fuzzy, but you will hear what the Spirit wants you to hear tonight. And I hope it blesses you towards our journey to Easter. And so I invite you to find a quiet space, a quiet place, as together we go to the cross of Jesus Christ. And this will conclude our worship time before we gather together in the glory that is to come.
It is a scepter. Majesty! Where's your throne, eh? Oh, he's the king. 5 minutes to make any worried. As a sign of his magnanimity and his benevolence, our divine emperor has decided that the custom of releasing one prisoner sentenced to death in honor of your Passover shall continue. We have 2 prisoners. One, Jesus of Nazareth, accused of treason by proclaiming himself King of the Jews. Everyone shouting that horse from the middle of town. What happened to him? Oh, you're not the king! Or Barabbas, accused of sedition and murdering a Roman auxiliary. To be crucified. Hey, Rock! Where's our prisoner? Come on! Here's your man. Come on. The King of the Jews. Hurry up. What is it? Here, take it. Forgive them. They know not what they do. They know what you say you are. Why don't you say so? Leave him alone. Don't you fear God, even when you are dying?
We deserve to die, for we are receiving the just punishment for our crimes. But this man has done nothing wrong. Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Today, you will be with me in paradise. No, he's not calling Elijah. He's quoting the scriptures. Even now, nailed to the cross, he quoted the scriptures. Even now. He's despised and rejected of men. Man was unacquainted with grief. He was attracted and kept it, yet nobody noticed none. He was born as a lamb to slaughter, and every sheep before its shearer laid blood. Surely he had borne our peace and carried our sorrows, yet with the distinct and stricken spirit of God and affliction. That he was wounded for our transgressions, he was abused for our iniquities, and through his wound we are healed.